Hi, it's Wojciech here from Apicurio team. Today I'm going to talk about Apicurio Registry Python SDK. Python SDK allows you to interact with the Apicurio Registry API from your Python applications. Let's move to the GitHub repository. Apicurio is an open source project, and every SDK that we provide is being hosted under Apicurio organization. So here you see our Python SDK repository that comes with a number of examples, documentation. To run the examples, you need to met number of prerequisites, mainly set number of environment variables to point to your instance. If you use managed version of the Apicurio registry, you will need to set up the authentication credentials as well. We provide two examples to cover two major use cases. First one, it's an article downloader that allows you to download all the artifacts from the specific groups. Those artifacts could be JSON schemas, Avro schemas. Then you can edit them and re-upload the new versions back to Apicurio registry. Second use case focuses more on validation, so provides you a way to fetch all the artifacts you have within the registry within the specified group, and then use those artifacts to validate your payload. We'll go more into that in a code. Let's take a look how this looks in a code. So first of all, I will try to run the artifacts downloader and show you how it works. We run the application and we're going to see that it will download number of artifacts from the server. Those artifacts are in this specific folder within the examples, so you can inspect them. For example, here we have JSON schema for simple JSON schema covering message and time that we're going to use in the other example. So now when we probably want to made edit in this, we can still use SDK to re-upload this artifact and provide a new version. And second example, it's the validator example that I will spend a little bit more time with. This example actually uploads the new schema. That's the same schema we've seen before. It's being uploaded from here. Then uses that schema to validate number of JSON file that are being provided. So if we see that we don't have errors for the first one, and for second one we have a number of errors, mainly we see that the message time value, it's not valid. So let's take a look how actually validator is being implemented. So first of all, we using this functionality of Apicurio registry, which are groups. We can put artifacts in a number of groups that allows us to logically collocate them without having different artifacts and so on. So we can have multiple groups, and here we creating specifically example group. And then we also generate some specific artifact ID because we want to reference it later. We have a number of objects that we're going to validate. Those are hard-coded, but normally when we will implement that, those will be probably coming from the user or database, depending on the use case. So first, our validator, it's going to create new schema within the Apicurio registry, and then we're going to create the new registry artifact validator. So this is a specific class that have been implemented as part of this example that helps us with the validation. So first it builds the artifact cache that fetches all the artifacts from the group, and later on we can reference those specific artifacts by artifact ID and then valid object. So this simple API allows us to perform number of validation. So here we're actually doing the validation for single object, and then we have